This touching story will show you that the best things in life are free. A dog who was trained for military service and spent many years jumping out of planes with elite soldiers ended up as a stray, but fortunately, he was given a second chance at happiness when a lonely widow adopted him. It's not uncommon for dogs to be trained for military service. They can detect explosives, follow trails, find people, and even carry out attacks. After these dogs complete their training, they are often sent out on missions all over the world alongside elite soldiers. But after several years of serving their country, these dogs retire and have to look for a new purpose in life. Some people get adopted by loving families, but others aren't so lucky and end up living on the streets. One such dog was an ordinary German shepherd named Rex. He lived in an army base with his trainer, a man named David. They had a great relationship, and the two were practically family. But one day, David was informed that he and his canine friend would soon be retiring. At first, the dog didn't understand what was going on, but when he saw that his beloved trainer was packing his things, he started to worry. As it turned out, David would be moving to another city and taking his wife with him, but there was no place for a dog in their new home. And so the heartbroken German shepherd had to say goodbye to his friend and handler. At first, Rex tried to adapt to his new life on the street. He found food on his own and slept wherever he could, but it wasn't easy. The poor dog missed his old life and dreamed of returning to the base, but no one was waiting for him there anymore. And so Rex began to sink into depression. Meanwhile, a lonely widow named Helen was looking for a four-legged friend. She was especially interested in adopting a dog, but she wanted him to be well-trained and obedient. One day, Helen went to the local animal shelter, but none of the dogs there met her high standards. Just then, an employee of the shelter came up to her and asked if she'd like to take a walk with a dog named Rex. Although Helen had no intention of adopting this dog, she agreed. As soon as the woman saw Rex, she fell in love with him. The German shepherd was tall and handsome, but most importantly, he was very well trained. Helen immediately realized that this dog had a brilliant future ahead of him, and so she took Rex for a walk. From the first moments of their meeting, the dog was wary of the woman, but she didn't mind. Helen knew that she would win over this handsome dog sooner or later, and she was right. After just a few walks, Rex became attached to the woman, and soon he began to call her his new owner. Although Helen had no idea that the dog had a difficult past, she still gave him all her love and affection. And over time, the German shepherd became one of the happiest dogs in the world. In an interview, Helen shared, "I was looking for an active dog who would go everywhere with me, and I got it. Now we spend every day together. He goes with me to the store, on walks, and even on vacation." In addition, Helen believes that Rex helps her overcome her loneliness. After all, dogs are known to be man's best friend. But that's not all. It turned out that the dog also had a brilliant career as a military dog. And although he had to say goodbye to his first owner, David, their paths would cross again. Several years after retirement, David and his wife moved to another city and settled down. He was bored with his quiet life, and he started thinking about getting a dog. One day, he and his wife went to the mall, and that's where they saw an ad for Rex. It said that the dog was trained to find people and explosives, as well as to follow a trail and carry out attacks. David immediately realized that this was his old friend, and although he and his wife hadn't seen each other for many years, they recognized each other at once. Today, both David and Helen are happy with their dogs. They often take them for walks together, and the dogs play while their owners reminisce about the good old days. Looking at these happy dogs, we realize that they deserve all the best because they dedicated many years of their lives to serving people. We hope that this story will inspire you to adopt a four-legged friend. After all, dogs are loyal and loving companions who will never leave you alone.